How's it going, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's video, we are going over the expectations and just everything you should expect to see in v12.60 of Fortnite. This includes things such as the shadow version of the agency, stage 3 of the Doomsday device, a special tournament for EU players, and much more. But before we get into today's video, I just want to say, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Currently, in the last 28 days, 69.2% of everyone who watched this channel is unsubscribed, and I'm on a road to 100k, so if you could subscribe and while you're down there consider liking the video, that would be greatly appreciated. But anyways, let's get right into today's video. Doomsday. What does Midas have planned? For our first topic, we are talking, of course, about the Doomsday device. We've seen a massive just lead up suspiciously happening throughout Fortnite in the main menu in the Battle Pass rooms, where we can see different wires slowly showing up. I did some math, and based on common occurrences, if each stage for the Doomsday device is the same amount of time apart, we should expect to see stage 3 of the Doomsday wires on May 20th at 10 AM Eastern Time. There's an image on screen that describes how I came to this conclusion about everything, and the same logic I had used a long time ago back in Season 4 when rifts were spawning in, taking stuff, or bringing stuff to the map. It's just an interesting way that if they do keep these 6 days apart, we should see it on the 20th, which is in 2 days, and should be the day after v12.60 comes out. The reason why I suspect at the time of recording this video that v12.60 will come out tomorrow, the 19th, is because there was a EU-only cup called the Standard Skill Cup. Now, what the description of this simply was registered to join in with Standard Skills Community Cup. You'll be matched against other console players in this 2-hour event. After you register, this event will appear in your Compete tab in-game. But while looking further into it and seeing what it looked like in the actual game files, a string that wasn't mentioned on the website states, "We're running a test on the new update. Try and reach the top of the leaderboard." And considering this takes place on the 19th, it's only logical that we would have the update tonight or early morning on Tuesday, aka tomorrow. We also have the Storm the Agency challenges, which have yet to come out, and as we've suspected will be available in v12.60. The reason why I expect these to be the challenge that we get following this update is simply because we already have one of the challenges in the files, and they already practically have it completed on how the keywords will work in order to complete that challenge set. We currently, as of right now, don't know what the reward will be or if there will be more than just one challenge, but we do know that there is a challenge set they're working on called Storm the Agency, which reminds me of the Area 51 days where we were supposed to storm Area 51. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think these will have more than just one simple challenge set? Now with v12.60, since it's the last update before we get Season 3, I expect we're going to be seeing a lot more Doomsday event leaks. And a thing that's been going around, I've been added in multiple times, have been these photos and videos of people being like, hey look, there's this water up higher than before. And I want to do a little bit of theorizing here, alrighty? So if you're not into theorizing, just skip ahead a little bit, we're putting on our tinfoil caps. Basically, there's been all these suspicious bugs happening where water is higher than normal, it's flooding basements and Lazy Lake and all this stuff, but it's just visual glitches. Now normally I would just be like, alright, that's a visual glitch, and just go on with my day. However, these are becoming more and more frequent, and it's not because of an update or anything, but I think that people on consoles and mobile devices who are seeing these bugs more often are actually seeing a glimpse of what's going to happen in the future before we hit Season 3. As we know, a leak that came out by a YouTuber named Tabor Hill stated that Season 3 would be a mainly water-based map. And as we know, we have the Doomsday device, which is currently underwater. So what if Midas does something that causes the water to rise up higher than before, slowly flooding the map, and that's our lead up to Season 3. Now obviously this isn't confirmed and I can't find anything in the files that mentions this, but based on the bugs and everything going around with this game, and specifically bugs relating to water, including puddles being on the ground, and just so much, it seems super likely that this could be what would happen, considering that Tabor Hill's leak did for the most part already come true. We're not even in Season 3 yet. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below, what are your theories about what the Doomsday device is actually made for, what it's going to do? But let's get into our next topic. So a few updates ago, a shadow version for the agency was added. Considering he hasn't swapped a shadow yet, this is either a red herring, and for those who don't know what a red herring is, it's supposed to mislead people who are looking in the files trying to find clues at future events, or it could be something that will happen during v12.60, as that's the final update for the season. Some slight changes such as the ghost statue can be seen removed from the shadow version, and if you haven't seen what the ghost statue is that I'm referring to, here's a side-by-side somewhere on screen. Maybe I'll cycle through them, I don't know exactly how I'll do that yet. But this has been in the files for a while now. It hasn't really seen an update in v12.50 as far as I know, but it has been there, and there's been so many theories to back up, oh hey, the map's going to fully change to shadow, including the fact that they even had a shadow banner made and all this stuff made specifically for the agency, but it hasn't really been added. So it's either a scrapped idea from the developers or something planned to happen in v12.60. Now, similarly, in the actual trailer for Season 2, we can see a shot of the agency which is vastly different than ours. Now, some important parts to note is the shadow-colored flag is because it's the Ego's flag, not the Season 2 flag, because back when we had them as Ego and Alter, it was a black flag with the Ego logo, which is now supposed to be Ghost, which is a white flag with the Ego logo. Now, something that is interesting to see here is that in this version of the agency, there's a lot of golden railing, but that was probably removed in the final version of the game because it's supposed to help FPS so that you don't drop a million frames just for dropping at the agency or having it load in. However, an interesting thing to look at is there are multiple Shadow Brutuses guarding the agency. Now, keep in mind this was before we got like the Doomsday device stuff in the files at all, but noticing that it's shadow themed but has the Ego logo and all that makes it curious on if they planned to put Shadow Agency in the game before we even really got Season 2, as the trailer does have the old Ego logo and has Shadow Agents. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. Now, for some of the pretty much confirmed stuff that isn't very theorized about, we have some bugs. For Battle Royale, the Dragoncorn glider will be re-enabled with a brand new animation. If you don't enjoy the animation, you can refund it for free without the use of a refund token, even if you don't have a refund token still. The Riot Control baton will be re-enabled, and it won't have the bug where you could basically be silent when running around as a female with the pickaxe out. And what could be fixed in v12.60 but hasn't been confirmed on their Trello yet is hit indicators showing wrong directions. Now, this is marked as fixed in a future game update, so it doesn't confirm it will come to v12.60, but it's a highly likelihood. For creative, we have players may see a seam running through the middle of an island while playing on mobile devices. Pretty simple thing, and it's being fixed, so that's good from them for people who play on mobile and do a lot of creative work. For Save the World, we have exploding death bomb deals damage to the objective through builds. Black metal weapons do not respect self-damage amount when performing critical hits. And one more thing that may or may not be fixed in 12.60 but is planned to be fixed in a future update is that ammo is consumed when a weapon is dropped and picked up. Now, that right there seems like a pretty big bug, so hopefully that gets fixed as soon as possible. But let me know, are you hyped for v12.60? Do you think we will get a big event, or will it just be a slow lead up? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, consider using code FireMonkey in the Fortnite item shop, or code FIRE at gfuel.com to get yourself some energy boost while supporting your favorite YouTuber. Anyways, my name is FireMonkey and I am out. Peace.